In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Skool and some of the new updates here at the end of 2025. And so if you're watching this in 2026, these are things and opportunities that you can capitalize on with your community to actually grow your business, serve more customers and clients, and otherwise have a ton of fun. And so as I look at the actual dashboard here, we had a free Skool community prior to being able to utilize the tiered pricing system that Skool currently has. So at the start of this month, we opened up tiers, which is basically 3 different levels of pricing for which your members can access your community. And so we'll be talking about that in a moment, the strategy, the tips, and 5 different ways that you can monetize and or grow your Skool community and how things are going for us, and essentially give you guys a tour of what the actual platform looks like and cool things, again, that you can do with the community to grow your business and otherwise serve your customer base. So we opened up tiers on December 1st. It is the 16th at the time of this recording. So we can see that our net cash thus far, about 2 weeks through this month, is about $1,900. So let's call it, if we're going to be humble, we might say by the end of this month, we netted about $3,000. We're on track for about maybe $3,000, $3,200 cash collected. Annual subscriptions is at $1,382, and monthly subscriptions is just under $300 a month in monthly recurring revenue, given that there is no churn. Now, again, we opened up tiers at the start of this month, so you'll start to notice when we look at the conversion into our community from our About page that this really all begins on 12/1. All right, and this is when we started intentionally driving traffic, both organically and with a small ad budget, in order to grow and otherwise announce the grand opening of our Skool community. But I will tell you guys right here, I have not seen a platform that is easier to manage in 15 years online, running both an agency and a coaching business, than what Skool is providing at this point in time. You essentially can run your entire business from this particular platform. And so we're going to be talking with you guys today about some of the ways that you can monetize and or grow your Skool community. First, let's talk about pricing and or tiers. All right, and so this is one of the newer features within the last 5 weeks, is that originally Skool, you had limited options in terms of how you would monetize. You could charge monthly, you could have a free community, and otherwise you did not have different levels that they refer to as tiers. All right, so think of tiers as different levels inside of a video game. There are at this point in time 3 different tiers. So from your actual Skool community homepage, you can click on settings, and otherwise on the left, pricing. And you'll notice that there are different business models that you can choose from inside of your Skool community. There is a free community, a subscription, which sounds like a gym membership. That's essentially what that is. There is a freemium option, which means it's very similar to having 3 different levels of your community, with the standard level being free. So people can join your community free, experience it, and then decide whether they want to upgrade. But what I am most excited about is, again, tiers, which means 3 different paid levels to your Skool community for which you can monetize. Now, I want to talk about pricing here. When you go to launch and open your Skool community, initially just make sure your standard level tier is very low ticket. All right, you do not want to discourage the growth of your community by starting overly aggressive with your pricing structure. Now, what you do after standard is really up to you, your business goals, and the lifestyle type of business that you want to design and run. You might prefer less clients at a higher ticket rate, or you might prefer volume of more customers and clients and not having all of your eggs in a single basket, so to speak, with just a few high ticket clients. It's really up to you. But as long as you keep your standard level fairly low ticket, this will allow you the opportunity to over deliver to your customers at that first standard level tier, so that they want to naturally ascend. All right, now that's a big thing about tiers, is that Skool did an amazing design job in terms of naturally selling for you and ascending customers for you based on the way the platform is set up. So we'll be talking about that. But as a generalized best practice, keep your standard level tier low ticket for your grand opening launch. And there's a reason for that, is that when people are considering your community, the pricing that is going to be displayed on the outside to a non-member is going to be based on what your standard tier pricing is. So when people look at the 7-figure visionary mastermind Skool community, they are being displayed with $9 per month to join at the first tier, which is the standard level tier. Now, that's important because if they immediately got sticker shock there, they might scroll past us without even understanding what we could potentially help them with and how we could serve them. So I am a big believer, keep your standard level tiered low ticket and put the ball back in your court, so to speak, in terms of your ability to over deliver so that your members want to not only stay with you, but potentially upgrade to your premium level and or your VIP level. And again, this is what our tiered pricing structure looks like for our grand opening launch. Start lower, you can always raise your prices, and that's essentially what we plan to do. Is we are encouraging and incentivizing new members to hop in very early with us so the community builds momentum, gets traction, there's word of mouth that kicks in, everything else, and we will continually raise our prices from here. And so that's kind of the first note, is that when it comes to pricing, make sure you understand what tiers are, and if you decide to flip on tiers immediately, start low ticket so that you can get new members in and grow your community, build momentum. All right, number 2 is your attraction offer. There has to be a reason that somebody would want to join your community. And inside the Classroom tab, one of the things that I love about Skool is your ability to create and host as many mini courses or extremely long, very detailed and courses as well. But you have unlimited courses inside the platform. They do not charge you more because you make more courses. So a strategy immediately is that you create more mini courses that you designate to be at certain level tiers. Now, from the admin perspective of your Skool community, when you have multiple courses in your classroom area, you can hover over any of the courses, click the 3 dots, and click View as Member. And from this point of view, we can see what our community, or I should say our classroom, looks like on the standard level tier. All right, and so we have various programs that are available to the standard level tier and other programs that are only unlocked when somebody upgrades to our premium tier. And then we also have our third level tier, which is VIP. But you can see from this screen, from a member's point of view, that they understand what they have access to, and they're also exposed to why they might want to upgrade to premium to unlock and access additional level or additional courses, support, and things of the sort. So again, Skool's going to do a lot of the ascension for you, given that you have the right strategy and approach and you are over delivering value at every single level tier. There's no reason that someone should leave if you're getting them the results that they are offer. And so this happens inside of the Classroom tab in terms of natural ascension, given that you have different programs for different members at different tiers. Now, the other way that Skool helps you ascend members naturally is inside of your calendar. All right, think of your calendar as a place for you to host webinars and or workshops. I like them as workshops because technically everybody in your community is otherwise a member. And so what you can do and designate at any on the tiered Skool model system is when you go to create and schedule a new workshop, you could say this is a premium, or otherwise you could say something like VIP workshop on XYZ topic. You can choose the date and time of this workshop. You can say it's a recurring event. It happens every week or happens once a month. If it's monthly, what day and time it is. And you even can say that, hey, I want to host this on Zoom, or otherwise something new that Skool's done in just the last few months is that you don't even need to have a Zoom account. You can literally run calls right through their own platform so that you don't need a Zoom account or you don't need anything else fancy. And so you can decide that this is going to be a webinar, or a call is generally for current members where everybody has a chance to unmute themselves and contribute. So I can say, hey, I want to have a Zoom call on the, we'll say the 22nd, and it's a Monday, and it's going to be at a certain time for a certain duration. It's going to be just 30 minutes, and it's going to be at, we will say 11 a.m., and I can give a description down here and upload a cover photo, but what's really important is this, which is the access level. So I can say this call or this workshop is available to all members, or otherwise I can say, you know what, you have to be on the VIP level to access the VIP workshop, where we're going to cover something maybe a little bit more advanced. And I can push add. And again, I can also turn on email reminders for this workshop that will go to all members a day before the actual event. Now, the reason that this is incredible is because, again, when one of your members visits your classroom area, they might see that, wow, Dito is hosting on the 18th a Skool ads call where he's going to teach you how to spend $5 per day to get in new members to your community consistently. Now, somebody can say, I want to learn school ads. I want to learn how to run Facebook and IG ads to consistently grow my community. But unless they're at the premium level, they need to unlock this workshop. So it literally says the call is locked. You need to click to upgrade to premium to unlock this call. So somebody that's on the standard level is getting propositioned naturally through the Skool community, which is insane, to go ahead and upgrade. So this is the natural ascension design of Skool that literally just came out about 5 weeks ago that otherwise was not available. It would be like being a gym owner running a gym membership where you can only access certain equipment if you upgrade. So people upgrade their gym membership to access group fitness, personal training. It's a very similar process and system. But again, from the admin perspective, your job is to fill your community with as many prospective members as possible at each level and let them naturally ascend by over delivering value. And so that's one of the reasons why I love some of the recent Skool updates is it's making it so that you as the creator, expert, coach, or agency owner can focus on just delivering value and allowing your members naturally to ascend inside of the platform. So you need to have a strong attraction offer. That would be a reason that somebody would initially join at the standard level tier so that then they are exposed to your various upgraded tiers and can naturally, again, go ahead and upgrade. Now, what we have as our attraction offer and where we really plan to build a relationship with members of our community for our grand opening inside of this tiers model is our 10-minute Skool growth challenge, where literally we go day by day and give you templates every single day to grow your Skool community. It's literally, if you have 10 minutes per day and you want to grow a Skool community and build your membership and build a pipeline of buyers and otherwise monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue, as well as cash collected same month, then you would come into this, into our Skool community at the standard level for just $9, and you would get to access this challenge where day by day we give you all of the templates to properly set up, optimize, and grow your Skool community, as well as workshops where we get to sit down together and I can answer your questions and or audit and review your Skool community. And so this is our attraction offer where every single day we literally go, here is the template for you to optimize, set up your about page, for you to decide what your challenge is, for you to get your first 5 members, et cetera, et cetera. Everything is literally templated out in our community. This is why we have members joining at the standard level tier, is so that they can experience this challenge with us. And what we're already seeing just 16 days into this tiered model system is that people are indeed upgrading. They're coming in, they're loving the challenge, and they're saying, hey, I want to unlock the premium level and upgrade. And so this is where some of your cash collected will come from, is inside of your Skool community, is that you will have individuals that buy one-off programs that start at your standard level tier, which is your entry level tier, and then upgrade to premium or upgrade to VIP. And so you will have cash collected in terms of your paid out for current subscriptions or for people that have immediately upgraded. But then again, you also have monthly recurring revenue that's being built and annual recurring revenue that is stacking, given that those individuals don't cancel before their particular period is up. And so all of this thus far is something I have not seen on the internet yet. And it is almost like you're running your own Netflix channel where people can buy one-off movies or upgrade their Netflix subscription to access even more inventory. It's really, really, really awesome. All right, so number 3, the next thing I want to share with you guys are membership questions. And so when you're inside of your community, as the admin, if you click on settings and then you click on plugins on the left, you'll notice some plugins say pro next to them on the right-hand side. This means you have to have a pro level Skool membership. I believe it's $99 per month. Otherwise, they have an introductory Skool level admin membership that's just $9 per month. And so you can literally build your community for $9 per month. Now, there are different features at those 2 different levels, but regardless of what plan you're on, you can flip on membership questions. These are 3 questions that every single new member has to answer before they're admitted to their community. So somebody will join your community, they will make payment, they will answer those 3 questions, and if you design those questions correctly, you can get a lot of information and data. One of the questions that you should ask new members is, how did you find us? Facebook, Instagram, advertisements, email list, referral. Were you already just browsing around Skool? You can get some feedback and data on what marketing channels are growing your actual membership, which is awesome. Number 4, again, workshops and updates. So I'm a big workshop guy. A lot of people refer to me as the mini workshop guy. I've been running workshops for a very, very long time. What I love about Skool is how workshops are essentially built into the platform. And especially now you can just go live just like you would on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. You do not even need to connect your Zoom account to this. You can almost essentially run your entire business from this singular platform. We're talking unlimited video hosting, unlimited courses. You can send out emails. You can run your workshops. You don't need Zoom anymore. It's absolutely insane. They do all of your merchant processing for you to collect payments. They have affiliate management if you want to grow with some type of affiliate promotion. It's really absolutely insane, as well as the platform is gamified, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a moment. But I'm a big workshop believer. I love sitting down, connecting with clients, customers, prospects, my audience, to make it very simple for them to decide if they want to continue to work together. All right. And so this really does, when you run a workshop correctly, lower sales resistance. Somebody's more likely to trust you and buy from you if they have met you. That's really what a workshop is. And literally you can run workshops and decide what level access you need to have, members need to have to access certain calls. So we have workshops that are available to everyone in our community. We have workshops such as this one tomorrow is available to absolutely everyone. And we're hosting it right here live inside of our community. Don't even need Zoom. But there's some workshops that are a little bit more advanced, and it would make sense for only the people that want to be at the premium level because they're growing faster, because they want more access, more strategy, more support, that they would upgrade to the premium level to access some additional workshops that we might have. But these workshops, again, make it super easy for your members because your members no longer need to figure out and or remember the login to your course or to your workshop or find the Zoom link or anything else. Skool's going to send auto email reminders out when you have a workshop. They can just immediately come into the calendar. They can go, I want to attend this. They can add this to their calendar so it's in their phone, on their computer. They can access the links. It's really all just really well designed. I've been super, super impressed, especially with more of the recent updates. All right, so number 5, another thing that you can do that has helped us out to be on track for about $3,000 cash collected in the first 30 days. Again, that's not including recurring monthly revenue that we are stacking and recurring annual revenue that we are stacking. So if our growth were to remain stable in terms of what we have done in the first 2 weeks for the remainder of the month, and then we were to continue to do that month over month, this very quickly will be a very successful multi-six-figure business, given nothing else changes. Now, of course, you should factor in that some people will cancel at some point in time, so you will have a little bit of a churn rate, but as long as you are growing faster than you are churning, your Skool should continue to grow and you should continue to stack both cash collected, monthly recurring revenue, as well as annual. All right, so, but when you go to launch your Skool community, start with a grand opening special. So again, for us, if I come over here to our pricing, all right, we are starting very low ticket as recommended at just $9. All right, $9 a month, cancel anytime. Otherwise, somebody can decide to choose to pay annually if they want a big discount by prepaying for the entire year. But you should start a little bit lower and raise your prices over time. And that also encourages your members to stay when you raise your prices because they have grandfathered in your super introductory grand opening rate, just like a gym membership yoga studio would do as well. So we're at $9 a month. So anybody that comes in to our membership right now, they are locked in at $9 per month on the standard level. And when we massively raise that price in the future, they're still only paying $9 a month. And so you make sure that you have some type of grand opening special to build momentum, to get the ball rolling, to have a ton of fun in your community. And so that will help you with your member stick rate. And you do want to be careful that you don't raise your prices too much because that can make new acquisition sometimes a little bit more challenging. But we'll talk more about strategies as we continue to document our individual school growth month over month. And then last one here, guys, is just traffic. One thing that I'm a big believer in is posting daily about your school community. We're helping members do this inside of our challenge. We're giving them the daily template in terms of what to do to grow their community. We're giving them templates in Canva, what to post on Facebook, Instagram, AI prompts, everything to make it very easy to send emails out if they have an email list, what to post on Instagram stories with Canva templates. But that's one thing I'm really trying to do is be consistent with posting daily while encouraging members to do the same. Now, what is also very cool about this school platform, as one additional tip, when you're designing your school community, just know that you can drop off homework assignments under each single day. So if you are designing a challenge or something, this is day 0. This is like get set up. And then we have our homework assignment down here. So it's very easy for somebody to watch a 4-minute video, take action on the one action item, and then essentially go, here's my submission, here's my link to my school community, or here's the post I did on Facebook. Can you review it? Can you like it? Can you share it? And it's very cool that you can pin an actual post from the news feed that, again, coincides with what you are building in your actual classroom. So those are just a couple really cool things that we're seeing inside of Skool thus far, again, with some of their newer updates and features. And so we'll continue to document what's working for us, best recommendations, all that cool stuff so that you guys can grow your school community as well. And if you want to check out the 7-Figure Visionary Mastermind, we'll leave a link below. But otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this was super helpful.